What's up, guys, and welcome back to In the Pressbox, episode 40. My name is Benjamin, and you guys are?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Aiden.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Aiden's brother, Alex.
All right, let's get started here. As you can tell, two-thirds of us are excited as it's Tennessee Volunteers debut week. We'll have more of that later with Alex and Aiden talking about the Let's Talk Vols. We'll dive into NFL, college football, little U.S. Open segment, little rankings, and then predictions to round us out. Alex, what were you going to say right there?
I said 4 more sleeps, baby.
Yeah, 4 more sleeps until Vols game day and until college game day, if you know what I'm talking about, for all of us.
College runs around Tennessee. That's how it works.
All right. Yeah, right. Let's move on here. Let's go to the NFL. So the preseason has wrapped up, and teams have set their 53-man roster for the upcoming season. With this, we have seen some surprises, such as Bailey Zappi being cut and the Cowboys trading for Trey Lance. Aiden, what are your thoughts on Bailey Zappi being cut? Are you surprised by that?
Yeah, I am a little bit surprised. I thought Bailey Zappi had the potential to take over for Mac Jones last season, and I guess Bill Belichick wants Mac Jones as his quarterback, and I can understand Mac Jones he's good. I think he's definitely has the qualities of a starting quarterback, and for Bailey Zappi, it's gonna be really interesting to see where he goes because I think he also has the potential to be a starting quarterback if he is used right and if the coaching staff can work well around him. And yeah, so overall, I'm very shocked about Bailey Zappi.
Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting trade all around for Zappi and Lance. It's going to be great for both of them, and it's going to give it to some competition later on. Now, also, a couple other things is Jonathan Taylor trade. That's pretty big, how he's just going to be on the physically and unable to play. Titans are receiving Nick Folk for a 7th round pick. And also, Doug Peterson had to release his son, Josh Peterson, which kind of sucks as always. Just something you got to do. So, Benjamin or Aiden, do you have anything to say about any of those 3 things I mentioned?
Well, actually, Aiden, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to say something really quick, and then you can go on. It's about the Jonathan Taylor thing. It's honestly really bad, and I think they should have traded him. And I don't think the Colts were going to they weren't going to win the trade either way, but I think trading it will be a lot more value for the Colts than just putting him on the physically unable to play. So, yeah, that's just what I had to say about that on really quick. But, Benjamin, what do you have to say?
Well, first of all, the whole Doug Peterson thing I did not know about. That's great. Well, that's actually a bad little bit of news in terms of that. But I didn't know that happened. And as for the Jonathan Taylor trade, I kind of agree with Aiden. Way less value. That's a big mistake from the Colts because I don't think he doesn't intend to play for them. And then as for Nick Folk, we were talking about this kind of before. We kind of seem like we kind of disagreed on the Nick Folk one. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. Alex, what are your thoughts on the Nick Folk trade?
Well, I mean, sorry. I got the mic too close. I hit my tooth. Ow. Yeah, it's going to be a great addition. Certainly, if I just got to pick any name, anybody in the NFL, it would certainly not be my number 1 option. Maybe not number 2 or 3. But he certainly is going to be a great option. Certainly up there, top 10. He's getting a little bit old. But as far as this year, I think we'll be able to do good. I'm happy with it, especially for a 7th round. It's pretty good talent, I would say. But as far as longevity, I don't think that's the best option. But kickers, I think the kicking... all the kickers now, I think the kickers, and y'all could say this, agree or disagree too. I think that the kickers are starting to get a little bit worse, like, by age. Like, if you're thinking about it, all of the good kickers are getting in their 40s, getting in the late 30s, which means they're fixing to retire. Now, these younger kickers, they're going to have to step it up because they're not the greatest kickers in the NFL. And
that's true right there.
Yeah. So are we just gonna having to start going to the going for 2 era? I'm down for it. I was thinking they should give Rodrigo Blankenship a second chance. But anyway, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's a great third, Rodrigo.
What I would have to say is I wouldn't worry too much about an age because I feel like as a kicker, you don't do as much as a quarterback or you need all this mobility or stuff as you age you're not able to do. And I think a kicker, you have a lot less stuff on your body. Obviously, your legs, you need that and, a few other things. But I think as in terms of other positions comparing to it, I don't think aging as a kicker is really important, but I think there is some importance to it. But as Nick Folk himself being on the Titans, I think it's definitely an upgrade from Michael Badgley because he was just terrible. I don't know why we chose to give him another chance because we already cut him once, and I think other teams has obviously cut him, so I don't think he deserves to be in the NFL. And I think that Nick Folk, he's definitely an upgrade. I think if as long as he was able to make a few kicks, he was 89% last season. So as long as he's able to make a lot of kicks, good enough, then it's good enough for me. And I think hopefully he will do well this season.
Yeah, so I mean, I kind of agree. When we initially were talking about this, it was like we kind of disagreed. I didn't really like it. I guess, yeah, I kind of agree with both of you in terms of aspects. Like Aiden, I agree. I think he could be fairly solid. I mean, he did make 89%, like you mentioned. And then Alex, I kind of agree with you in terms of is he my first choice? No, but he will do. My issue is that this is the same guy that crossbarred a kick from like 45 yards. I mean, I don't know if he can kick beyond 45, and that's an issue to me. And the Patriots, I feel like, didn't really have him attempt many kicks 50 and up, and I feel like this Titans team could really use a kicker who can bomb from 50 yards compared to just those 40-yard chip shots. So I don't really know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I thought that we could have had better options. And to name a few, I would say Will Lutz and Brandon McManus. I thought that those could have been great options, and we just didn't pounce on them in time. Alex, who do you think maybe could be a better option than him?
Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that would be the best option by far right there.
I want to say Ryan Suckup, probably.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Another quick thing here. Cowboys trading for Trey Lance. Drama in Dallas or no? Do you guys buy it? Alex?
I mean, what the quarterback role and every role in sports is, it's a competition. It's a competition overall. They may be friends, they may not be friends. No matter what it is, it's a competition. We saw this with the Jets, with Aaron Rodgers and, not Matt Wilson. What was his name?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. We thought it was going to be beef. There was a little bit, and now it's all good, I would say. I mean, there's maybe things that go behind the scenes that are not okay, but as far to the public eye, it's good. I mean, it's not the ideal. It's not what's best for the player. It's what's best for the organization. Especially the Cowboys. They're falling down, and they're one of the top respected organizations in the whole entire world.
Yeah, 1,000% agree with what you said. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
And so my opinion on this is, I think it's always going to be a competition when you have another quarterback trying to take your job. For example, in 2001, Drew Bledsoe, he had Tom Brady, and so it's just to show that even if these quarterbacks get drafted late in sixth round, or if they're rookies, or not even if they're rookies, if they're older, or if they're just like not as good as your starting quarterback, anything could happen. Anyone can progress. Anyone can have a comeback season. Anything can happen. So if you're the starting quarterback, especially Dak Prescott, who's thrown a lot of interceptions, is definitely a challenge. But Trey Lance, I don't think he's NFL ready. So I think as of right now, Dak Prescott is fine. And I think there's a little drama, but yeah, there's always going to be drama no matter where you go, any team.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. Let's move on to college football here. So college football is truly in full bloom with the rest of the teams battling it out this weekend. Florida faces Utah on Thursday to get us started. After that, we head to Carolina to what was it? The Dukes Mayo Classic?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Dukes Mayo Classic, South Carolina and North Carolina. Then we wrap it up with a pair of top 10 teams dueling it out in Orlando as Florida State takes on LSU. What games are you guys most excited to watch? Let's go with Alex. Alex, what game?
Okay, so top 3. Number 3, I'm going to have to go with Duke's Mayo's Classic, South Carolina, North Carolina. You'll see my predictions later, but it's going to be a great game. Overall, it's going to be a good game no matter the outcome. Now, number 2, the second best, I was going to have to say classic game, LSU versus Florida State. We've seen it in the last couple of years. They've all been great games. Some a little bit better than the others, some worse than the others. And number 1, what the whole entire weekend, the whole entire earth revolves around, the Tennessee versus University of Virginia. Just, the blowout. The blowout. I mean, if you're a Virginia fan, then just take your couple $1 million and just go home. Just sleep that $1 million home. Sleep it.
Aiden, what are your top 3?
For college football,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to say North Carolina and South Carolina as number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna say Virginia and Tennessee. And number 1, I'm gonna have to go with LSU versus Florida State on Labor Day. So, Benjamin, what are your top 3?
My top 3 is South Carolina, North Carolina, Colorado, and TCU. Deion Sanders' first game with Colorado, and LSU and Florida State. I would have said Tennessee in the top 3 because Tennessee is like the Dallas Cowboys on here. But, I mean, I kind of agree with Alex. It's all fun and games in the offseason, but even I can admit it's going to probably be a blowout. Virginia's going to have a really tough year. And, Tennessee's going to destroy us. I'll just flat out admit it. Don't get your hopes up. It's all fun and games. But I'm being super serious with my predictions this year. And, So as for South Carolina, North Carolina, couple of interesting quarterbacks, Drake May and Spencer Rattler. I could argue that those could be 2 Heisman finalists along with Joe Milton, possibly at the end of the year, or Caleb Williams, or my personal pick, Jaden Daniels. As for Colorado and TCU, just interesting to see Coach Prime and what he does with Colorado. Some people are really high on them. Some are really low on them. And then TCU, this kind of Cinderella team of last year, how do they respond? And then LSU and Florida State speaks for itself. Top 10 matchup. Couple of elite quarterbacks in that one as well. So really excited. I want to ask you guys, are you guys high on Colorado or are you low on Colorado this year? What do you think about them?
I'm low on Colorado. I don't see the hype with Coach Prime. I don't see their players are just people who can't really make it into big Division I schools, and I don't see them winning a lot of games. I do see them winning a few games, and I see them just below the middle where they're like games which with their wins and losses are almost, but there's a little bit more losses. So overall, I'm very low on them. Alex, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not high or low, really. I'm kind of right in the middle. I'm kind of what I'm expecting. Certainly lower than the others, but as far as my pick or predictions, they're not going to be that great. They're just random Power 5 people that didn't make it in Power 5. Coach Sanders, he's good. I mean, he's just overrated at this point. I love Coach Sanders to the death. But, it's just something they did. They did on themselves. Their players don't know how to behave. They just get random people. Transfer portal. If transfer portal didn't exist, Colorado wouldn't exist. I know, Benjamin, you are a Colorado fan before this happened. So what are your thoughts about this? And are you happy? Because this is just completely changing environment, team, traditions, everything. Everything in the history does not matter. It's now the Coach Sanders era.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree with you right there. First of all, Colorado is one of my top 5 favorite teams in college football. First of all, just to get that out of the way, I love Colorado. I will always root for Colorado in pretty much anything. But as for, do I like what Coach Sanders is doing? Yes, in terms of, I mean, he's brought a lot of light to this program, a program that used to be really good. Do I believe in all of it? No, absolutely not. I think just because he is Deion Sanders, and yes, he is a legend, but just because he's Deion Sanders and can kind of strut around and say, everybody in this position room, you are all cut, and I'm bringing in my guys, and we're going to be great. And then they do all these, like, insane one-handed acrobatic TikTok catches. That doesn't mean that they're going to be good. Now, I'm not low on them. I think that they will be way better than they were last year. I think that they will at least get more than one win, of course, but I'm not high on them. I'm with you guys on that. Not too high on them, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But overall, pretty excited about what's going on in Colorado. Let's move on here to a great segment on In the Press Box for most of us here. It's Let's Talk Vols. It's back. Aiden and Alex are previewing the upcoming season for the Tennessee Volunteers. Alex, take it away.
All right. One second. Let me get a good drink right here. All right. That drink was not good. Okay. All right. So the Tennessee Vols. This is not really a Tennessee Vol segment. This is a hate Virginia segment. Tennessee, we're going to destroy them. It's just, you know what? Nothing competes to Tennessee. I don't got to say it. I can give other predictions. We're going to be undefeated this year, beating everybody. So, Aiden, what are your thoughts about Tennessee? I know you're delusional. I know Benjamin's delusional. If you're not a Tennessee fan, then you're delusional. Aiden, what are your thoughts about this?
I think Tennessee's going to have a Heisman quarterback and Joe Milton. I think that excuse me. I think that they're going to have a lot of big time receivers stepping up this year in the absence of Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman, and I think they're going to have an improved defense, and I think overall they're going to be a very, very good team.
All right.
Sorry, guys, I didn't clear my throat.
Do you guys have any? Do you guys have anything else to add?
I have some questions for you.
National champions. That's it. Now we can ask questions.
I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Why do you hate on Tennessee so much, so many times?
Oh wow. Okay, so that's a great question. The reason is because I'm a Vanderbilt fan, and I think that Tennessee's ego is massive.
Are you a Tennessee Vanderbilt fan just because, just because you live in Tennessee? Because if that's the case, you just go for Tennessee. It would save you so many heartbreaks, so much. It would overall help your mental health. So if anyone's facing depression, just be a Tennessee fan. That's all I gotta tell them.
Well, okay, so the thing is, because I live in Nashville, I don't live in like rural Tennessee or outside of it. It's hard to be a Tennessee fan.
I've seen so many Tennessee fans in Nashville, and also there's other schools in Nashville. So why don't you be them?
Well, the other schools in Nashville is what, MTSU and Tennessee Tech.
What? They're not in Nashville. Tennessee Tech's in Clarksville.
Tennessee Tech's in Clarksville?
Yeah, and MTSU's in Murfreesboro.
Well, then, come on. Murfreesboro is like the same to me.
No, it's not. It's about 41 minutes. I can tell you.
Okay. Well, I kind of consider MTSU a little bit Nashville, but
well, then are we consider is BFE surrounding? Are we Nashville?
No, I don't think you guys are Nashville. Because what are you guys, like an hour and something away?
Yeah, like downtown Broadway. We'll probably get there in about hour 10.
Exactly. So you guys are in like the middle of nowhere, I feel like. So no, I mean, you guys are like prime Tennessee fan candidates.
And our parents are from South Dakota, so was grandparents. There's in South Dakota, so that doesn't really.
That's a great question. Do you guys root for the South Dakota? Was it the Jackrabbits?
No, do I need to? Do we have time to give a whole story about how things are?
Yes.
Okay, so my grandma. This is my dad's side. My mom's side doesn't really care. Dee Dee, that's her name. So they love. She never really cared. Now, our grandpa, he didn't really care about sports too much. He moved over to live with my grandma, and that's when he kind of fell in love with football. And since he was in Tennessee, that was kind of the prime era in Tennessee. They were winning a lot. They were doing well. And ever since then, he's been a season ticket holder. And he's fell in love with Tennessee. So everyone knows Saturdays, we don't mess with them and you don't mess with us.
Isn't that a great story right there?
So I wish Benjamin would do the same. I ought to start now.
Let's see. Let's move on to U.S. Open. Is Aiden there, or did he go off and do something?
Yeah, let's do the U.S. closed.
All right, the U.S. Open here. So the Grand Slam season is concluding with what should be a grand finale in New York. Djokovic and Alcaraz could square off in what would be an epic final in a couple of weeks here. The main question is, can Alcaraz be the next superstar? Here is why I think that is the case. So, reason number one, Alcaraz is the Patrick Mahomes of tennis, Alex, here. I know you don't watch tennis, but I will tell you, he is the Patrick Mahomes, equivalent. He makes shots and does shots that I've never seen before. He has revolutionized the game with the drop shot and what he does. His speed. Number two, his speed. He's like Tyreek Hill. He is unbelievable. He is the fastest player in tennis. He can go flying and get to a ball that you think that is impossible. How did he do that? And number three, his stamina is off of the charts. He is like Hani Mukhtar. The stamina doesn't stop. So, overall, he is like Patrick Mahomes. So, I think
hey, big dog. Do you think he's going to be on quarterback?
What is this? Carlos?
Do you really like Patrick Mahomes? I'm trying to do my best Patrick Mahomes impression. But
I see what you're going for there. Alcaraz is like Patrick Mahomes. Yes.
Do you think he can get a quarterback Netflix show?
1,000%.
Like a tennis version?
Definitely.
Okay, big dog. Thank you.
Okay, so but Alcaraz and Djokovic should be a really fun matchup. And next segment here, which we'll move through kind of quickly because I have to go kind of soon actually. But next segment here, we're gonna rank our top 5 sports rivalries with players. Djokovic and Alcaraz doesn't make the list. For me, not quite yet, but it's really approaching that. It could be an epic rivalry. Alcaraz wins in Wimbledon, Djokovic wins in Cincinnati. Who wins the possible third and final duel of this summer between them? In conclusion, should be an exciting U.S. Open over these next couple of weeks. So let's move on to the ranking that I was just talking about a second ago. Greatest rivalries in all of sports, player edition. Who wants to go first? I'll go first, or one of y'all can go first. Who wants it?
I can go first if you want.
All right, let's get it.
Okay. Here are the best rivalries in my opinion. At number 5, because I have top 5, I have LeBron James and Stephen Curry. At number 4, I have Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. At number 3, I have Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. At number 2, I have Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And at number 1, I have Messi and Ronaldo.
I agree with that. Alex, what do you think about that?
All right, pretty mid-list. All right, here's what we're going with here so far. All right, number 3. Gonna have to be Josh Heupel and Lane Kiffin.
What? That's a good one. Okay.
Number 2 is gonna have to be Seth Curry and LeBron James.
Okay. What's next?
And numero uno as what was number one? I said it before. Do you remember what it was? It was wild. Oh, me and Benjamin.
Yeah, how could I forget that one? Alex and I's rivalry is like honestly, Aiden, you know what I'm talking about? It's honestly like Skip and Stephen A. Smith. I mean, it's crazy. It
Yeah,
gets
we have.
wild.
It's funny because we have a rivalry, but we never win. So I think we need to stop worrying about each other and just beat Aiden.
I agree, Alex.
You know what? You know what, Benjamin? Me and you, we need to start an alliance.
We need to
Aiden Club.
combine forces to take down Aiden. Aiden's like Darth Vader.
You don't replace my number one pick. Replace it. You know what? Number one.
Oh,
is
what's
going
number
to
one?
be- It is Jeremy Banks and Tennessee fans.
Jeremy Banks and Tennessee fans. All right, valid list there. I would say from both of you. Let's go.
I mean, not Jeremy Banks. Henry Tioto. Sorry.
I was gonna say Henry Toto or whatever. I was thinking, what is Jeremy Banks? Okay, so Tom Brady and Peyton Manning at 3, Steph Curry and LeBron at 2, and Messi and Ronaldo at 1. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
W list.
All right. Let's get into
chat.
Thank you. Let's get into predictions here. Oh yeah, upset pick of the week is back. By the way, Alex, what do you think about that? What do you guys think about that?
Good. Do I need to say my upset of the pick or no?
No, not off the bat. We'll just say it like during the predictions. Don't say it off the bat.
Can you re-explain the rules about like how that works?
Yeah. So upset pick of the week is essentially a pick that you do not think a lot of other people may have. It has to be considered an upset by the rankings or by the money line, essentially, or whatever the over under.
At least.
Yeah, and it has to be considered like a considerable upset. It can't be like, okay, so 23 beats 22, like that doesn't really count. And you also have to wager. You're required to wager at least 2 points on it, from what I remember. Weren't those kind of like the rules? Like you had to like wager a little bit.
No. Wager. You don't get a wager on it. It's 2 points on his own.
Oh, that's right.
So you can't wager on it.
That's right. Okay, well, we'll just roll with that. I don't remember how it works. We'll just roll with that. Let's jump into it though. So, wait, do we know our standings right now or no?
We do. Benjamin,
Okay.
you're first with 12. Aiden's in second with 9, and I'm with 7.
Boom! I did not know that before. Let's continue. We're off to a W start, boys. Let's get it. Okay. Starting us off with predictions. Yes, and girls too. Starting us off with predictions here. Florida and Utah. Who do you guys have?
I have Utah.
I got Utah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty high on Florida this year. Well, not pretty high, but I'm fairly high. I'm probably too high to you guys' liking on Florida, but I got Utah on this one. Let's go Nebraska and Minnesota. Who do you guys have? What about that one?
I have Minnesota.
I got Nebraska.
And I have Nebraska as well.
Does anybody want to wager?
I can wager about 3 points. 3 points.
Do you want to, Benjamin?
Yeah, let's go. I'll wager 3 points.
All right, 3 points each.
Okay.
Let's go. Very there.
Georgia Tech and Louisville. Who do you have with that one?
I have Louisville, Alex. Who do you have?
I have Louisville.
Okay. I also have Louisville and East Carolina and Michigan.
I have Michigan.
I got Jim Harbaugh's Michigan.
Yeah, I got Michigan as well. Colorado and TCU.
I have TCU.
Can T see my U? TCU.
Okay. So I don't know how surprising this is going to be to you guys, but I had the University of Colorado over my beloved TCU in my upset pick of the week, the first one of the year. That's right, boys and girls. Colorado marches into TCU and gets off to a hot start and shocks the country. So that's my upset pick of the week. Yes, sir. Upset
a wager.
No, you can't wager.
No, but it'd be so good if we could wager this. Alex, can you make an exception?
No, you can change your upset pick.
We're gonna have to revisit these rules, but I'm gonna keep that as my upset pick. I just think it's like
what makes it like difficult.
I understand, Alex. That's still gonna remain my upset pick of the week. Now, I just want to know really quick: were you guys surprised that I did that, given my love for TCU, as you guys know?
No, you just said Colorado was your top 5 team.
Oh, shoot. Okay, let's move on. Virginia and Tennessee. I think we know y'all's predictions for this. Oh, wait. Did you guys finish yours? Yeah, okay. Virginia and Tennessee. What's yours? We all know.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I got Tennessee as well. Let's go Arkansas State and Oklahoma.
I have Oklahoma.
I got Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma as well. Let's see. Ohio State and Indiana. That could be a little bit of a trap game, but I got Ohio State.
I have Ohio State.
Got Ohio State Buckies.
Okay. Let's see. Boise State and Washington. Who do you guys have in that one?
I have Washington.
I got Daniel Washington.
And I have Washington as well. Rice and Texas. Give me Texas.
I have Texas.
You can't eat Texas, but you can't eat rice. I'm going with Texas, baby.
Okay. Tennessee State at Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame.
I have Notre Dame.
I got number 13, Notre Dame.
All right. UMass and Auburn. Give me Auburn in this one.
I also have Auburn.
UMass got a good win last week, but I'm going with the War Eagles. War Eagles fly.
Okay, so we all got Auburn there. So far, we're kind of agreeing, and I think we're going to agree on this next one. University of Tennessee Martin versus Georgia. I got Georgia.
I don't know. You could have just put UT Martin. I got Georgia.
You know what?
Probably should.
Where did our number 7th round pick come from?
University of Tennessee Martin.
Next year's. No one cares because he's going to the Patriots. Let's go, Georgia.
Oh, man. For a second, you should have seen my reaction. I wish we had cameras. I actually thought you were picking UT Martin. I was about to go out of my mind. Okay, y'all, upset pick of the week got to be coming soon here, and maybe it's this one. I don't know. Let's go Alabama and A&M against Vanderbilt. I'm gonna go with the Doors in this one. Too dicey against Hawaii last week, but give me Vanderbilt.
I'm also gonna go with Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Benjamin, you're certainly right. Vanderbilt played great last week, so that's right. I'm gonna have to go with my gut. Alabama A&M as my upset pick. What are your Hawaiian Rainbows doing?
I could see it. I could see it coming from a mile away. I just knew it. As soon as I put that game on here, I knew it was going to be one of y'all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, MTSU. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, everybody pick that one. Sorry, I'm trying to fill out mine as I'm doing this. I was kind of naughty, and I should have just filled these out before. MTSU and Alabama. I got Alabama.
I also have Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Okay, West Virginia. Oh, West Virginia and Penn State. That's the debut of Big Ten Saturday night on NBC. So kind of interesting, a new broadcast package. I'm not extremely thrilled about that. But Penn State and West Virginia. Who do you guys have?
I have Penn State.
State's Penn.
Yeah, State College, Penn State. North Carolina and South Carolina. One of my top games.
I didn't realize Penn State is Pennsylvania State. I just realized that.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
I thought it was just like Penn State. I was confused.
No, I mean, it is like Pennsylvania State.
I realized that.
Yep. I guess you're right. Nobody ever calls them Pennsylvania State. That's interesting. Okay. I have Penn State in that one. So. Oh, wait. No, I already said that. Oh, my goodness. I should have just filled out these predictions early. I apologize. North Carolina and South Carolina, one of the top, games here on In the Press Box for this weekend. Who do you guys have in that one? Oh, no way.
I have South Carolina.
That's not really an upset.
It's my upset pick of the week, Alex.
That is hardly an upset.
That's not an upset. I decline. I veto.
No, he can. I guess he can do it. It's too late.
Oh my gosh. I'm going with South Carolina too.
Yeah,
That is not an upset.
I have South Carolina as well. So do you know what? That drives me actually crazy. Alex, we can't let him get away with that type of blasphemy next week. That is ridiculous. Texas Tech.
Learn that strong word from Mr. Brown's class.
I sure did. Are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Let's go Texas Tech and Wyoming. I got Texas Tech.
I have Texas Tech.
You know what? I know we talked about Peyton Manning's. Not Peyton Manning. Patrick Mahomes. So, Texas Tech.
Coastal Carolina and UCLA. What about that one?
I have UCLA.
Going with UCLA.
UCLA as well. Okay, now kind of the big matchup here of the weekend. LSU against Florida State. Who do you guys have?
I have LSU.
Wherever Libby Dunn's at, that's where I'm going for. Go LSU.
Amen to that, Alex. I got LSU as well, and I agree with all of it. Dude, why are we agreeing on all of our predictions? Normally, it's like more controversial. We've only wagered one thing this whole episode. Maybe this will change. Clemson and Duke. I'm gonna go with Clemson.
I'm going to go with Clemson.
I mean, I love the Duke Blue Devils, and that's why I'm going to have to go for Duke's Blue Devils opponent, Clemson.
Yeah, I was gonna say if this was basketball, we go with Duke, but football, ain't no way anybody was gonna go with Duke. Nashville SC versus Inter Miami. MLS now. I'm going to the game. This is soon. Listen. My head tells me Inter Miami, but my heart tells me Nashville SC. Nashville SC revenge tour, baby. NSC wins.
I'm going to go with Inter Miami.
That's valid.
Well, guess what? You know what doesn't really matter? You know whose heart's not beating? Benjamin's. His heart does not matter. Going with Inter Miami.
Ooh, do you guys want to wager that?
I would. Would you, Alex?
I'll wager 2 points with each of y'all.
I'd love to.
We would both love to.
Okay, 4 points overall. Great. We got a wager in. Portland Timbers and Seattle Sounders. This is a great rivalry. I'm going to go with the Seattle Sounders.
I'm going to go with the Seattle Sounders.
Wait, Benjamin, can you say your pick again? I need to hear the sound again.
The Sounders. The Sounders.
I need to hear the sound again.
The Sounders. Oh, I see what you did there. That was sneaky. You got the Sounders?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Inter Miami against LAFC. This is a great matchup. This is on Saturday night. Give me Inter Miami.
I also have Inter Miami.
And you know what's every day, bro? Not Jake Paul.
Oh.
Every day, bro, is when it's another match for Inter Miami. They have a game, I swear, every single game. So, you know what? It's going to get to them. They're going to lose.
Oh, really? You have LAFC winning?
Yeah.
Do you want to wager, Alex?
I kind of want to wager that.
Sure.
How much? I'll wager 2 with you.
3?
2. Fine, 3.
I'll wager 3.
2.
Oh, man, this is
We both wager 2?
No, 2 with Benjamin, 3 with Aiden.
great.
Okay.
That sounds great. Okay, Charlotte FC versus Nashville SC to close us out. I got Nashville SC definitely in this one. Head and heart go with Nashville SC.
I also have Nashville SC.
I mean, Benjamin's playing head, shoulders, knees, and toes over here, but that's why he's good. Going with Nashville SC.
All right, final thing. So that rounds out our predictions. Final thing here. What's your game of the week or your viewing pick of the week? Mine is LSU against Florida State, Sunday at 7:30 Eastern on ABC. What is yours?
Mine is the Nashville SC versus Inter Miami game.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, crap. I don't really care. Don't know what time it is. Don't know what location's at. But all I know is Tennessee Vols versus Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, hey, aren't you gonna be? Never mind.
Do you have time?
Yes, I do.
Did you hear this bad stadium thing happened to Nissan Stadium, and they're not for sure they're not they'll be able to play?
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure on that, but because I thought maybe I was like the only one that saw that. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm sure it will happen, but like I don't know what they sold, but it's like really crazy.
And
And
that's why we need a new stadium for all those people who say, "Oh, we don't need a new one." That's exactly why.
yeah, talking about the mayor election.
Yes, sir. Um. Okay. All right. Well. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
Yeah, time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Enjoy Labor Day. And I do have time. I just want to get that in before we end it.
Okay. Also, before we end it, please subscribe. Check out tleads5588@gmail.com to email us, or you can just DM us on Instagram. That's easier. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Also, or want to be on the podcast. Also, where do you think it would be at? Because I know they're not going to play it.
Oh, I got a report on that. It would be at Neyland Stadium. I did. It was in the same thing. It said Neyland Stadium is where it would be.
Is that for sure?
For sure. 1,000% Neyland Stadium. I can confidently say that.
Well, all right. I believe you.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting because I mean it is a home game for Tennessee, right? You know, it's like they're kind of doing that thing where like South Carolina and North Carolina are playing at the Panther Stadium, and then you've got Florida State and LSU playing at the Camping World Stadium in Orlando, like that kind of that mixed use stadium, and then Tennessee and Virginia are playing at Nissan. So,
All right. Well, I'm out.
I guess it kind of shows Tennessee's effect in Nashville, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It actually does. Now that I think about it, but I'm still a Doors fan. Go Doors, baby! We'll see you next week.
All right. I'm Alex, and I'm out. And Benjamin's delusional.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you guys. Goodbye.
Hey, can you turn off?
Go Doors. Go Doors. Go Doors. Go Doors.
Go home.